The time is now 6 o'clock. Stay tuned for our morning meditation.
Hey guys, it's Abrion Williams here. This is Reverend Fitzroy's niece, and I hope that you're ready. Here watching the morning meditation segment with Reverend Fitzroy Williams. Stay tuned, he'll be right with you.
Hello, I'm Apostle Juan Rodriguez from Panama, Central America, and you're listening to DCM Radio Jamaica. Keep it locked.
Hi there. This is Joan Pinkney, counseling psychologist. You're listening to DCM Radio Jamaica. Keep it locked.
Hi everyone, I'm Shannon Kay from Food for the Poor, and I'm here at Disciples Covenant Ministries, where we are distributing food and care packages to the families who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm here with Mr. Pastor Williams, who is leaving these packages in his capable hands to identify those persons who are in need. And we just want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes.
Hi there. This is Joan Pinkney, counseling psychologist. You're listening to DCM Radio Jamaica. Keep it locked.
We're just so happy to be here with you so that we have a lower audio quality. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Uh, I'm doing well this morning. I pray that all of the viewers and listeners of DCM is present, happy, and doing well this morning. It is a great time to be alive and in the kingdom of God. We're glad to have you with us this morning, and welcome to the morning meditation segment. It is an awesome time, and I'm glad to be in the studio again today, here with Reverend Fitzroy and all of you. So we're excited about this morning. Good morning. For some of you, it is in the afternoon, so we say good afternoon to you. And for some of you, it may be nighttime, so we say good night.
Yes.
Good night for you. Wherever you're viewing from and listening from, we are so excited to have you with us today, because today is a marvelous day. It is a Wednesday, and traditionally it is Bible study for some traditionally for
Mm-hmm.
some ministries.
Fasting for some.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fasting for some,
Fasting for
and
some. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and for others, it's a day of being in the middle of the work week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Some persons are just wondering, what have I accomplished? Where am I going? But it's a great day. It's the middle of the week, and we just want to give God thanks for today. Um, I see my filter is extremely low. Maybe I'm not sure what's going on, but the filter is low. It's a great day. Ooh, it's a it's a great day.
Yeah, it's a great day.
Yeah.
So we're here working with our technicians in the studio. Um, we want to first. I want to begin with a word of prayer, and then we're going to go to our first morning break, so that our technicians can make the appropriate adjustments for us, so that we make sure that we're bringing you quality broadcasting. And please know, I got an announcement for you today, so you want to stay tuned for that, because we are in a different season of DCM Media, and your help and your participation helps us. So, as we get ready for prayer, make sure that you comment on our YouTube platform and our Facebook platform. We want to see you in the comments, so that we know that we're talking to real people and not just people passing by. All right, so let's begin with a word of prayer. Father, we thank you for this morning, a morning that we've never seen before. God, we give your name praise and we give you thanks, oh Father. God, just for giving us the ability to move our limbs and have breath in our body. Father, as long as we are able to breathe, we know that our purpose is still able for us to perform. God, we thank you now for those things that you shall do today. God, we give your name praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen, and amen. We're going to go for our first break, and when we come back, we got a lot more here in store for you. So please stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. So go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in live on the morning meditation segment show with Overseer Roosevelt and Reverend Christopher Williams at this moment. And this mic is giving some challenge this morning, but we'll try to work it out. All right. So I try to be still. That will probably keep it quiet for me. So let's say good morning to all the persons who are on the social media platform. Good morning to Camille. Good morning, Camille. She says, good morning, everyone. It's a blessing to be here this morning. It is indeed, Camille. It is indeed. You are absolutely correct about that. Today is the 16th day of February. So we can say bye bye February because that's
It's over.
it's behaving badly.
Well, let's switch.
Okay. Let's see if we can.
So we're going to a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned.
This is a problem here. Right? Oh my God.
All right. Welcome back. We're glad to have you this morning. It is amazing. It is an amazing Wednesday. And God is to be praised this morning. Even in all the struggle, the trouble, God is still worthy to be praised. And just because of that, we give God thanks. That is in the words of Reverend Fitzroy. We give God thanks. We just have given him thanks this morning, praising him. It is an early morning. The time now here in Jamaica is 6:19. Guess what? You have a good amount of time to get to work if you need to be there by 7 p.m. But I would advise if you're trying to get into Kingston by 7 p.m., you might need to be in the vehicle already.
7 here. 7 a.m.
Oh, so it's dark outside.
Yeah.
but still, you might need to be in the car already.
Even for the PM.
For the PM. For 7 a.m., you need to be in the vehicle already, in a taxi,
Yes,
at the bus stop somewhere, if you're trying to get there.
You're going to be somewhere. You're going to be on your way.
You need to be on your way. Thank you for that PM correction, Lord.
That's all.
I know everybody looked down at their clock and said, well, where are they if
it's PM.
if it's
where they
PM?
are. Yes.
But But it's a great day to be alive and in the kingdom. First, let me say happy birthday to you if today is your birthday and your wedding anniversary. If today, if you're at the hospital with the midwife and you've had a newborn to come into the world on this day, we want to say congratulations. And that a new life has just started, not only for the newborn, but for you and the family.
I'm telling you, brother. I hope you're ready. I hope they're ready.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, well. I think we want to say hello to Bishop Harley.
Talk about Bishop Harl. How are you, my brother? Double shalom to you. Bishop Harl says, I'm eternally grateful for all of you, my eternal family. So double shalom to you this morning. All right, and Pastor Priscilla, good to see you. Bishop Hall, I don't know what you're doing, but I need you to come in on the show. You need to send me a message. See if I can get you in on
Zoom.
Yeah, get you on Zoom. We need to hear what you're doing in Thailand and Bangkok and
we can
things.
bring you in on Zoom.
Yeah, so you send me a message and then we'll get you hooked up. All right. Well, this morning we want to at least spend this first part of the morning in meditation. There are a lot of things to give God thanks for, and while we was preparing for the show this morning, Reverend Fitzroy was sharing with me a few things just about what's going on in the studio, and there was something that just really pricked my heart and stuck in my heart, and that is that mustard seed faith. You know, how much faith do you have this morning? Now that's the thing. Now, how much faith do you have, and then what do you do with the amount of faith that you do have? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. You know, faith is powerful. You know, faith is really powerful. It is a powerful thing. That thing is like it's like dynamite. Mm-hmm. It's like titanium. Mm-hmm. Like it's titanium where it's indestructible. It's dynamite where it's explosive. Yeah. But you know, sometimes we just don't maximize that faith that we have. I think we use it more. Use the faith more as like an attribute of being a Christian, but we don't really apply it in our everyday lives. Yeah. Yeah, because that enemy that fights against our lives, my brothers and sisters, he comes against that faith that resides in our heart. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to talk more about this faith today. I want to make sure that I don't miss greeting anybody. Oh, he's cooking some chicken. Oh, he's cooking chicken curry. Bishop Hall he's cooking chicken.
I wonder if you want us to show the viewers what he's cooking.
Oh my Lord Jesus! I don't know, because he posted some pictures earlier about he was cooking. I just didn't know that he was cooking. You know, I think this is one of his newest hobbies, where he's cooking. You know what, Reverend Fitzroy? I want to nominate a day where we just talk about men that cook. Come on, I think that'd be a great conversation, especially since we have men that cook in Jamaica. You know, around the world, how many men actually prepare meals, and what is that like? I think that'd be an awesome conversation one day. So men that cook,
that'd be something.
Men that cook.
And we have a lot of men that does that.
Yeah, we do.
Chefs and chefs in hotels.
Yeah, man.
At restaurants. One of these men really do cook at home. I know they cook for their families, or they cook for work, but do they really cook at home? That's
a good question. So this is what I wonder: how many women around the world would love to see DCM host a conversation with men that cook? Mm-hmm. So we want to see your comments today. I told you I had an announcement. All right, if you was with us on Tuesday, you know that we have launched our capital campaign season. Yes, I'm the champion for the capital campaign season for DCM Media. I'm going to talk about that throughout the remainder of the show. And so know that we love you and that we are here for you. And I want you to get set, because that thing pricked my heart. Mustard seed faith. Because my father, before he passed away, he talked about mustard seed faith. And as we get ready to go to a break, when we come back, I'm going to give you what my father said about mustard seed faith and blind faith, and what type of faith that we need to have as Christians, because that really just blessed my heart. So stay tuned. We'll be back after these messages. We got to hear from our sponsors.
I wonder if Bishop wants us to show that picture cooking. I don't know. Bishop, you wanted to show the world that food that you're cooking right there? Because we could share your dish with the world this morning. I don't know. we should come back. Let's go for the break.
Yes. When we come back, we'll share what a dish being prepared in Thailand looks like. Yes.
Suka.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hayes, CEO of Hayes Enterprise Limited and City Boss for Hayes City. Hayes City, the one-stop shopping center, is the most robust retail outlet in Jamaica for over 50 years. Haypet is our complete petrol and service station with all your spare parts, rims, tires for bikes, cars and trucks. At Hayes City, we boast a large and complete hardware department from cement, steel, lumber, electrical, plumbing, tiles, doors, bathroom and household fixtures. Our farm store department has all your animal feeds, fertilizer, household and farming chemicals and all other farming supplies. At Hayes City Wholesale Supermarket, we have all your food, beverages, household, haberdashery and cosmetic requirements at both wholesale and retail prices and is equipped with an internet cafe and stationery supplies. We boast a reliable money remittance through Western Union and an ATM machine to satisfy all your money transactions and bill payments. Our lounge, the Skybox Lounge, is equipped with pool tables, ice hockey and all your gaming needs in a relaxing and cool atmosphere. Contact us at 994-318-829, fax 994-3914 or just email us at ihaylord@yahoo.com. Hayes City, the one-stop shopping center.
The time on DCM radio is now 6:30 a.m.
It is an amazing time in the kingdom. Guess what, Bishop Harrell? Guess what? We got the picture pulled up. That chicken curry, I tell you, it looks just like you're in Thailand. Yeah, cause I've been to the Philippines, so I know what chicken looks like over there. You're becoming more of a Thai chef every day. Listen, brother, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I want you all to see right behind me. If you look right behind me, there is what Bishop Hall is preparing: some chicken curry, Thai style. Thai style. We have some peppers in there. We got some curry and some sauce in there. And you see that the chicken is being saturated and marinated in there. Yes, yes, yes. So for those of you that's going to Bangkok, Thailand, guess what? And you're going to get some chicken curry, Bishop Harrell's style. Bishop Harrell style. All right. So later this year, I'm scheduled to go to Thailand. And so I'll be eating some chicken curry, Bishop Harrell style.
Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be something.
Yes, yes. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, see that men that cook. That thing is just in my heart this morning. Listen, because you haven't had any pork. Listen, this trip here, you've all seen me. I've started back posting my food ministry. I've cut off from posting my food ministry over for a long time because people was misinterpreting my food ministry. All right, now just because you haven't seen any pictures doesn't mean I don't eat. All right, but now this thing about men that cook. Oh, you haven't had. You think you've had some jerk pork, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a real secret this morning. You have not had no pork until you had Reverend Fitzroy's pork.
That's right.
Cause I've had his pork. His pork. Oh, it's better than the street pork. His pork is different.
Mm-hmm. It has the anointing. It really does have the anointing.
And he gets in there, he works with that pork, and he seasons that pork. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I saw something happening. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. And what was that? Is it? Hold on, let me see here, because I want to make sure I get my names right here. All right, because I don't want to mess it up, because Lady Sophia, she might be listening this morning, and I don't want to mess this thing up right here. Okay, yes, I'm Bammy. All right, we went to a restaurant yesterday, and we had some good lunch. Oh, let me tell you now, if you ain't had no fried red snapper and some vegetables, you have not been to Jamaica. You've been around the island. You might have had a patty, but no, you have not had a Jamaican experience until you've had that. Oh, and that's some more dishes. Oh Lord, I'm not just talking too much about food this morning.
Oh no.
Oh Lord, I'm just going on down the line about food.
Go on.
But let me tell you, we was at the restaurant, and we was gonna have. The chef said, "Well, do you want some bammy?" I said, "No, I don't need no bammy, because if his bammy is not like her bammy, I don't want his bammy, because her bammy is anointed." Now, you just give me the stuff.
Bammy's a bam.
Yeah, that bammy, that bammy. Oh Lord, I eat that bammy with everything. And now let me give you, for all of you that are Jamaican, I have renamed the bammy. Now, please don't be upset with me, but she brought the bammy out to me, and I said, "Oh, this is cornbread." And she started laughing at me, and then Reverend Fitzroy gave me history about bammy and how the slaves used bammy. And I said, "Well, yeah, this is my version of Jamaican cornbread. Give me some more of that." And I just cut the bammy up, and I ate it with the potato. I ate it with the cat. Lord Jesus, I just keep talking about the food. So I might need to just talk about the mustard seed faith today. Well, y'all haven't heard from Reverend Fitzroy all morning because I've just been on a roll. Reverend Fitzroy, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right, brother. I'm just enjoying. It's just good to be here and don't have to say a word. Just listen. What I really want to hear about is that mustard seed faith that you're going to be telling us about.
Oh my God!
I'd love to hear about that mustard seed faith.
Yeah. Well, the mustard seed faith. I want to first let me tell you about this analogy that my father gave about mustard seed faith. He contrasted mustard seed faith with blind faith. He says that if we're going to grow in our spirituality, that we need to have blind faith. Blind faith. But you must know that the faith that we have is the size of a mustard seed. Have you ever seen a mustard seed in reality? That a mustard seed is so small. It's so small. But this mustard seed like faith is what Jesus is communicating that we need. So my father's analogy was that if we're standing at the edge of a cliff and God is saying jump, he said that if we have blind faith, that we'll jump without worrying about what's going to catch us when we land. My father said that there are many people that they don't have blind faith, that if they're standing at the edge of a cliff and God said jump, that they're going to look over the cliff and first going to ask him what is going to catch me. He says then there are other people that will look over the cliff and say, well, it's too far for me to jump. He said then there's another type of person that will look over the cliff and say, well, I'm afraid of heights. He said that we'll give so many reasons for why we will not jump rather than taking the faith that we have that says jump and God will catch me. He said that many people have not exercised that amount of faith. So what dream, what goal, what destiny is lying in your hand or in the palm of your hand that you have not chosen to exercise? Why? Because, my brothers and sisters, the Bible declares now faith is the substance of things hoped for, but it is also the evidence of things not seen. So today, my brothers and sisters, we're here to just talk about this mustard seed like faith. Now, I see Reverend Fitzroy. He has something that he wants to share with us about just the size of a mustard seed faith, just the size, and what does this mustard seed faith? What does the mustard seed actually do, and what does it look like?
Well, as you can see, in the picture, it's a very tiny seed.
Yes.
You put it on the tip of your finger, and if you don't have good focus, probably you don't see it.
Yes.
It's that small, but it is so profound, small. And one of the things about the mustard seed, Bishop, too, is that even though it's so small, it can produce great trees. And that goes to tell the extent of which we can produce great stuff when we look on a mustard seed. When you think about some of the trees, the size of a mustard seed tree, I realize that in some cases there are some trees that are huge, some that are small, and also what we are accustomed to, a mustard seed here, a mustard tree in Jamaica. I realize that in other jurisdictions they have something else about what that mustard seed is. So I came across a thing while you were there sharing that talks about the mustard seed, and it says that the bush can grow upward of 20 to 30 feet tall. Well, it's the first time I came across this idea about the seed tree, because we used the mustard tree just probably about 5 feet, sometimes 6 feet.
Hold on. So you all have some mustard trees in Jamaica?
Yeah, but we eat those. The mustard that we have here, we eat those. But this kind of mustard that I'll just sound myself. Let me sound through your mic. So it's just a different type of mustard seed, separate and apart from the one that we're accustomed to. It was lately I recognized that there actually a mustard tree out there that grows up to 30 feet tall.
Wow.
Up to 20 feet tall and 30 feet wide. I have no idea about that.
Wow. Wow. So this mustard seed, and let me see here, Janelle. So that's why I need you here. You remember we was talking about plants and things and stuff. Yeah, we need. We need you and Randy. Y'all was talking about all these plants and all these things. Maybe y'all need to put a mustard seed out there. I'm just speaking mustard, just a mustard seed out there. I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet, but just add that to the list.
Yeah.
And anyone else that's planning on doing any type of gardening, planting of seasoning, I think it'll be real faith, like a real demonstration of faith for you to plant a mustard seed.
Yeah. That would be something.
That would be powerful.
And you know what is rather interested about me not knowing about this mustard tree that grows so big? It's kind of like a symbolic to we don't know what our faith will actually produce or what it can produce. And for the most part, most of us actually get to see the back end result of our faith through adverse circumstances.
Oh yes.
And not like the way you say why just not do it every day?
Yes.
And even though we may at some point seen the result of faith through adverse circumstances, yet after that we go back we struggle still. I really don't get it.
I don't get it either. And faith is powerful, but sometimes faith is hard to apply. And I think that is what we want to talk about this morning. How easy faith is to apply, but why do we make it difficult to apply faith? And I think sometimes the difficulty comes, Reverend, because we try to apply faith only for material possession, trying to obtain things in quotation marks of the world. We want to apply faith for houses and cars, but faith is more demonstrative than just bringing possessions in our lives. That faith is transformative. That I can use faith, that mustard size faith, to also transform me, to work through my own transformation.
It's amazing, isn't it? While you're speaking, I'm thinking about some of those persons who they're not churchgoers. Right. Some are not. But they have this crazy idea about things that they can do, and they go on, they start doing it. Maybe it's establishing a business, a charity, a school, a church, whatever it is, and they do so well with that. And it's faith. If you look on what is the process or the ingredients that is placed in that success, it's faith.
Yes. Because
they didn't see it.
Yes.
No money. They just had a vision here, and they just say, "Well, I can do it."
Yes.
And as Hebrew described faith as the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yes.
That is the process that they go through because they didn't see anything.
Yes. Yes. And so there are many of us where you have arisen this morning or have awakened this morning and you have a dream. Why not apply faith to it? Faith, one day we need to talk about the faith principle. Faith is a principle. If it's applied, applying faith is not necessarily based on your salvation. It's a principle that can be applied, and it has its own outcome. The Bible declares that the worlds were framed by this faith, that the elders obtained a good report by this faith. Lord Jesus. The Bible also declares that without faith, it's impossible to please God. So you see, look at how you're looking at me this morning. You thought it was your worship, your praise, your study of the Bible. No, don't you know 2 Timothy says, study to show thyself approved, to show yourself approved. A workman needed not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. That's not to please God. That study is for you. So you thought your prayer life was pleasing them. Oh no, that prayer life is just that's a conduit for us to communicate in the divine worlds so that we can have interpretation here in the earthly world. No, he says without faith it's impossible to please him. What are you doing with your faith today? What are you doing with your faith today? That is something that you need to see. So I want to take this moment before we go into another break. I want to take this moment to see who we are talking to online. That is one of the great things that the morning meditation segment like to do. It likes to communicate with people directly online. Why? Because this morning's meditation is an interactive setting. So your participation in the comments on YouTube, on Facebook, is just as important to those that are calling in. All right, so this morning we want to take this time here.
Yeah, go to the social media pages.
Yes, they go to social media
You can
pages.
see who's there. So
Yes,
we have, or you did say, Pastor Priscilla
yes,
and Bishop Harold, and he shared with us that meal that is cooking there.
yes.
I wonder how is it doing now? Is it done, Bishop Harold? He's what, 8 hours? Is it 8 hours or probably 12 hours ahead of us? So maybe it's like, that looks like dinner he was making, right?
Let me see
Dinner,
here.
so he was making there.
Yes, he's 12 hours.
He's 12 hours, so he's
Yes.
probably making dinner.
See, I wasn't too wrong with my PM.
No. If you're in Bangkok.
If you're in Bangkok.
Yeah. Let's also say good morning to Patrick. Good morning, brother Patrick, and how are you? Yes, and good to see you. And also Betty Adiambu, right? Betty Adiambu Nayar. I think I pronounced that correctly. And also Yesu. It's Yesu. Yesu. I think it's either she's watching from somewhere in Africa. All right.
Okay.
All right, Betty Adiambu. Good morning to you. And also Mr. Phillips. Neil Phillips were with us last week, or no, week before last week, I think. Was it last week? Last week, I think he was with us. Yeah, last week, Wednesday. Neil Phillips is the founder for Guide Outreach.
Yes, I remember watching
Yes.
Brother Neil. Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. I that was a great work that you are doing. The giveaway, the items that were free, and I want to praise God for partnerships. Can I just take this moment that as we're talking about faith, it takes faith to have partnerships with other people. Oh, my brothers and sisters, I know that you talk about the trust, but it takes a faith. It takes a level of faith for you to initiate a partnership with other agencies and other organizations. And so I want to commend everyone that's in the season of partnerships. Why? Because it takes a level of faith to do that. And that is a great thing when people can see that we're working together.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Very, very, very great thing. So to all the other persons who are watching on YouTube,
Yes.
good morning to you. They're not saying much, but they're just watching fine. We
Amen.
appreciate that.
We appreciate
Those
that.
who are watching from Africa, from Canada, from the Caribbean, Jamaica, wherever you are from, those who are listening on the radio as well, because the radio signal is going to.
Yes.
I just want to say good morning to you.
Well, good morning. We are in our DCM capital campaign season. We are in the process of upgrading our studios as well as obtaining a mobile, how do I say this? A mobile outdoor broadcasting unit.
Yeah.
Thank you. A mobile outdoor broadcasting unit. All right, because we have a studio that is stationary, but then we also do things within the community where we are assisting persons with funerals, weddings, community events, and so we are in the season of upgrading our technology and equipment. So we need your help. We have ways that you can give. We have ways that you can support, and today I just want to tell you that we need your help. We need microphones. We need sound boards. We need things. Please get in contact with Reverend Fitzroy. And because you may say, well, I don't have money, but I am willing to purchase an object. Now, we're not asking you to go purchase it on your own. Because we are in the season of upgrading, there are certain things that we need so that the technology and the specs of the equipment can match with the systems that we are using. So please take this time, my brothers and sisters, inbox and say, how can I help? I promise you he'll tell you exactly what it is that we need per item, and we're looking forward to how we're able to collaborate together to upgrade the needs of the studio. and of DCM Media. It's because of great people like you that these things are possible. I want you to see that, yes, we are trying to upgrade your broadcasting experience, and we need your help. We need your help. So, my brothers and sisters, for the remainder of the next 90 days, 90 days, we are in our capital campaign season, and we are looking forward to your help. All right, we're looking forward to how you're able to help us. It's a great morning. It's a great morning. The time now is 6:51 a.m. I will not say p.m. today because I've started out. Obviously, I was still waking up something. All right, so it is 6:51 a.m. Unfortunately, if you're here in Portmore and you need to get to Kingston by 7 a.m., God help you. You might need to call someone or text someone and let them know that you're on the way. Okay. To all of our students, let me say that because I have not greeted you all since I've been here. To all of our students around the world, I want you to know that we are praying for you, and that as you are excelling in your academic pursuit, that we are behind you. There are people all around the world that's praying for students, as well as our teachers, professors, and education administrators. We are so proud of you for being able to navigate through this season that has been so challenging for all of us. So thank you for being present for our students. Thank you, students, for being present for yourselves. Why? Because it is because of your determination and your consistency that is demonstrating what faith looks like on the ground, that we are able to give God praise. We want to take this time now to get ready to go to our top of the hour break. My brothers and sisters, stay tuned because we got to hear from our sponsors. And if you desire to be a sponsor, all right, and desire to be a sponsor, please, my brothers and sisters, contact us here on DCM Media, as well as if you're looking for advertising space. All right, our advertising space comes at a cost that is affordable. It's an affordable cost, so we're looking forward to you. So, my brothers and sisters, advertising on DCM Media exposes your name, exposes your brand, as well as expands your community. So, take an advantage of advertising with DCM Media. It is an affordable cost, and that all men will be able to share at this time. So, we're getting ready to go hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back after these messages. As we say here in Jamaica, Sunka.
Sunka.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hayes, CEO of Hayes Enterprise Limited and City Boss for Hayes City. Hayes City, the one-stop shopping center, is the most robust retail outlet in Jamaica for over 50 years. Haypet is our complete petrol and service station with all your spare parts, rims, tires for bikes, cars, and trucks. At Hayes City, we boast a large and complete hardware department from cement, steel, lumber, electrical, plumbing, tiles, doors, bathroom, and household fixtures. Our farm store department has all your animal feeds, fertilizer, household and farming chemicals, and all other farming supplies. At Hayes City Wholesale Supermarket, we have all your food, beverages, household, haberdashery, and cosmetic requirements at both wholesale and retail prices, and is equipped with an internet cafe and stationery supplies. We boast a reliable money remittance through Western Union and an ATM machine to satisfy all your money transactions and bill payments. Our lounge, the Skybox Lounge, is equipped with the pool tables, ice hockey, and all your gaming needs in a relaxing and cool atmosphere. Contact us at 994-318-829, fax 994-3914, or just email us at ihaylord@yahoo.com. Hayes City, the one-stop shopping center.
Stay tuned for our morning meditation.
back. Welcome back. You're live on the morning meditation segment with Overseer Roosevelt Estridge and Reverend Fitzgerald Williams. Good morning. Not without the challenges of this microphone, of course, but we still continue to do the best we can. The mic is really been a big challenge, but we're trying to do the best we can. Coming to you live from the studios of Disciples Covenant Ministries, located right here in News District, Geyser, and this is a production of Disciples Covenant Ministries. And this program is designed to, strengthen you before you go out each day, to equip you with the Word of God, pray with you, and to also bring to you real-time life issues that affect our everyday life. Before we went for the break, you were talking about the promotion that we are putting forward. We need to. What you call it again? The campaign?
The Capital Campaign, DCM Capital Campaign. Oh, I will not forget that. 90 days, DCM Capital Campaign. Yes.
Yeah, and it's really a necessity right now. It's a necessity for us as we go through this equipment. And as you can see already, we're having this broken microphone here.
Yes.
And this broken microphone is just a perfect example of some of the reason why we really need to have those equipments, right?
Yes.
So we are continuing on this, and we're looking forward to your support. All right. So.
Yes, so we need your support. Why? Because we are into bringing you quality broadcasting. I want to add that to our tagline: bringing you quality broadcasting. Yeah, that's what we do. We bring quality broadcasting in rural communities. So, my brothers and sisters, what we need is for you to become a part of our capital campaign. So, are you able to give monthly? Are you able to buy an item, purchase an item, so that we are able to upgrade our system? Well, we are here this morning having...
what they could do, just call and ask is what we need, and we could give them the specs. If it's a microphone, we give it the specs. If it's
cable, soundboard, video camera. I just, since you got started this, just let me go on and give some more. My video camera, different kinds of microphones.
Yeah, and the truth is, some persons have some of those stuff at home, not using.
Yeah, man. We need some lights. Yeah, we need some lights. What else?
Lights and tripods.
Tripods. Yes, we need some tripods.
Yeah, tripods.
Yes, I'm trying to think of. I got a list in my mind. Soundboards. You might have some at home. Ship them. We'll give you an address to ship it to. Praise God. Hallelujah. Yeah. Reverend Fitzroy and I, we was having a conversation when I landed, and we always talk. And he says, "Well, you know, Bishop." He says, "We say here in Jamaica, one man's trash is another man's treasure." He says, "So don't judge." No, that wasn't your fault. This is where we say that was the devil. The devil was trying to block my words. The devil, you are a liar this morning in the name of Jesus. The devil was trying to block my words. Now let me say this again. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That is idiom that is spoken here in Jamaica, and they believe it. So don't think that you have junk. So we need soundboard, we need tripods, we need lights, we need microphones, we need cable. Matter of fact, you got a tablet. You got an iPad at your house. We need it. You're not using it. What version is it? We need it. We need your laptop. What kind of laptop you have? You done put it under the bed.
It get dust.
It got dust.
Then you tired of it, you just throw it out.
Yes, we're trying to start a computer lab.
They throw it away treasure.
We need your laptop. Hey, we need some printers. Listen, we need some printers.
No, that one is
we need some.
That one.
We need some LaserJet printers. Desktop LaserJet printers. We're trying to print stuff, and we on these inkjet things. It's taking them 2 hours to print.
It's the things that.
It
takes forever.
We have some needs.
I asked the guy what is wrong with that printer. This printer is like from the 19th centuries. It doesn't move fast, Bishop. You know when they're printing photos and the thing goes slow
That's how it prints on plain paper.
Yes. So we need
help.
Yes, we need help. You're asking what can we do? Oh, trust me. Now, if you ask me, now my list may be a little bit longer than Reverend Fitzroy's list because I just be walking around and I add things to the list. We need a whiteboard. Okay, why? Because we're teaching students and we need a whiteboard, a dry erase board. We need one of them. Okay, we need one of them. We need some chairs. I mean, you want me to keep going? Well, there's a whole list. We need some tables. Listen, I got a long list of things.
A long list.
But I don't want you to sit and think that we don't need your help. We need your help. What school? You're a school and you're closing down. And you don't know what else to do with your equipment. And you're here in Jamaica. I don't care which side of the island you're on. Call Reverend Fitzroy.
Yeah, we'll come for it. Yeah, we'll come for it.
Your school has not remained operable after the pandemic. Well, you still have equipment. You still have things. Call Reverend Fitzroy, please.
Mm-hmm.
Please call him on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he will answer. Yes.
Answer and come.
So we're at a point where Reverend Fitzroy, he interviewed Mr. Neal, and
we'll take that after the show, because just let him run after the show.
Okay, mm-hmm. Okay. So we want you to stay tuned because we don't want you to miss that interview.
Great interview.
Very great interview, and you'll get to hear the heart of God's. What's the name of his organization again?
It's Guide Outreach.
Yes, Guide Outreach. So, all right, we are excited. I am happy about the capital campaign season. All right, I want to do something a little different this morning. What is your most hilarious memory? What is something that is your most hilarious memory? Something that was funny to you, or something that funny that happened. Oh my God! Now I'm being here with Reverend Fitzroy over the years. Can you believe it? I've been coming to Jamaica for 5 years now. Oh my God! Oh, we got some funny moments. And listen, some funny moments with me, not with them just laughing at me. I got a funny moment that I'm going to tell you about, but we need to hear from our sponsors. Listen, if you are a business, school, or a community leader and you're looking to expand your audience, expand your reach, advertise with DCM Media. We have an affordable cost for advertising spaces, and we need businesses like you. Why not choose to advertise with DCM Media? We have a radio platform, we have a TV platform, and our brand is expanding around the world. Why not expand with us? Advertise on DCM Media platform. When we come back from hearing from our sponsors, I'm going to tell you about a funny Jamaican experience with Bishop Roosevelt Etheridge. I promise you, this was funny, and it has to do with food. I got some more stories, but I'm going to tell you the food story first. All right, stay right there. Soon come.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hayes, CEO of Hayes Enterprise Limited and City Boss for Hayes City. Hay City, the one-stop shopping center, is the most robust retail outlet in Jamaica for over 50 years. Haypet is our complete petrol and service station with all your spare parts, rims, tires for bikes, cars and trucks. At Hay City, we boast a large and complete hardware department from cement, steel, lumber, electrical, plumbing, tiles, doors, bathroom and household fixtures. Our farm store department has all your animal feeds, fertilizer, household and farming chemicals and all other farming supplies. At Hay City Wholesale Supermarket, we have all your food, beverages, household, haberdashery and cosmetic requirements at both wholesale and retail prices and is equipped with an internet cafe and stationery supplies. We boast a reliable money remittance through Western Union and an ATM machine to satisfy all your money transactions and bill payments. Our lounge, the Skybox Lounge, is equipped with the pool tables, ice hockey and all your gaming needs in a relaxing and cool atmosphere. Contact us at 994-318829, fax 994-3914 or just email us at ihaylord@yahoo.com. Hay City, the one-stop shopping center.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. The microphone didn't like it, but it was still a great morning. I told you if you came back and you stayed tuned that I was going to give you one of my most hilarious Jamaican stories with this. Well, as much. Okay. Now, this story has to do with the day I tried to eat cow skin. Oh boy, let me tell you. This day here, I tried, and it looked so good. The stew, oh my lord, the cow skin was stewed. See, those of you that's not from Jamaica, you don't understand. Like they had stewed it down in some gravy, and it looked so good, and they put it on top of some rice. Oh my God, and it had a little side of cabbage to it. Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. And it was offered to me, and Reverend Fitzroy and Lady Sophia was in my presence at that time. And oh, that day, let me tell you, this is how you know I'm not from Jamaica. I put that piece of cow skin in my mouth, and I sucked off.
Playing ball with it, right? Left, right.
I sucked all of the stew off the skin, and I could not get the skin to go down my throat because look at them, Reverend Fitzroy. Some of them, they in their house, they driving right now and they laughing at me. They got tears in their eyes because the skin kept going from one side of my mouth to the other side of my mouth. It just slid over and it just slid over. And when I would try to swallow, I would hold my head back like I was swallowing a pill, but it wouldn't go down. Oh my God, they laughed at me. Just like you're laughing at me this morning. Oh my Lord. Oh, but let me tell you, that day was a funny day because it just went from one side to the other side to the other side to the other side. What's some of your hilarious moments? Oh, we laughed. As a matter of fact, we laughed so much that we laugh at that today. It is still something that is funny and brings us joy. Did you know that the Bible says that laughter worketh like a medicine? Do you know some of you are sick emotionally? Some of you are sick physically because you have not laughed in a long time? Come on, why not take this morning and laugh? I want to see all of your teeth, even the teeth with the gaps in it. Come on, I want to see them. Laugh this morning. Why? Because laughter, it'll bring up some joy on the inside of you, and you'll find yourself smiling and being happy. Don't you know that smiling is contagious? Why not smile today? Well, instead of being upset on the road, why not smile right now? Because you can change someone else's perspective and their day when you give them a smile of joy. Reverend Fitzroy, I just feel great this morning because it is Wednesday.
It is.
It is Wednesday, February what? The 16th.
Yeah.
All right.
We can say goodbye to this month. I can tell you that.
Well, I started out good morning, good morning. Now I can say goodbye, goodbye.
Yeah, we can.
Goodbye.
We can say that. March is just around. March is just around the corner there.
So you need to start planning for March. Start planning for March. All right. We are just in a great day and a great time. Again, we have. There's a lot to say about mustard seed faith. When you start talking about mustard seed faith, there's a lot to be said. There are some other things. We have artists. On Friday night, I was with an artist, Trayvon Clark. If you don't know him, please go to YouTube, download his music, or contact him. And definitely, if you're here in Jamaica on the side of the island with Kingston, and you don't know Trayvon,
you could invite him to come to your functions.
Yes, he's an amazing artist. I'm trying to think of that song that he sung. All I know, he said, "Whip the devil, whip the devil." Yeah, whip the devil, whip the devil. Yeah, whip the devil. Yes, sir. Oh, let me tell you, that blessed me. And then he says, "Come up under it." That was my interpretation. Come up under it, but he didn't say come up under it. All I know, he says,
cover under the blood.
Yeah,
under the blood.
Yeah.
Cover under the blood.
And I said, see, he said cover under the blood, and I said come up under it. I done went Pentecostal. I was preaching. I was coming up under it. Yes, Lady Sophia, I was all over there coming up under it like that. And then there was another one where he did the cross, and that almost took me out. When they I can't remember the words for the cross. Who remember? You do the cross. It was something.
I don't remember.
I don't.
Something about the cross.
That shows you that I may be aging a little bit because some of the youthful stuff I remember in spurts. So if you was there and you remember what the cross meant, whenever we take our next break and come back, send it to me on WhatsApp so I can do it right, or send it to Reverend Fitzroy and say, this is what he says, this is what he said, so that we can do it right. But Trayvon Clark, definitely, that is a voice that you need to know, and definitely have him come to your
He has a great ministry.
Yes.
He has a great ministry, and somebody was watching from New Jersey, and she said, wow, she was so blessed by that.
Yes. I also want to take this time and give a shout out to DCM Arts Ministry. Every young person that was a part of the arts ministry on Friday and Sunday, you did an amazing job. I want you to know from my heart.
You mean the drama that they did?
Yes, the drama. You did an amazing job.
And it's so profound because it's relative to the time.
Yeah, man.
And Sunday night you heard Pastor Martin say what she could relate to it so much because they had recently had a case like that.
Yes.
Where the young girl was posting online and she didn't recognize that she was posting to a child, only to realize that it was an adult, and she got abducted and
yes. So we fight against human trafficking, sex and human trafficking. This is a real thing, and the production that the drama ministry or Ministry of Arts performed was touching. So I want to go ahead and tell you that if you don't have a drama ministry and you want to expand the perspective of your youth, you need to invite DCM Ministry, youth ministry. Mm-hmm. And guess what? They also have a dance ministry. Mm. So we just didn't see them on Friday night, but they have a dance ministry. So invite them so that we can expand and awaken our youth to be more active in church.
And I must tell you too, if you're getting married, having a major function, the hospitality team does catering as well.
All right, so we do catering as well. Mm-hmm. Yes,
the full package. You just set the date and the time and the place,
and they do the thing,
and we do everything.
All right,
bake the cake, cook the food, do the rice, the chicken, the decor.
Yeah, man.
Just about the whole package, brother.
Yeah, man. I almost said, well, come decorate for my birthday. I'm ready. Yes, Sister Keys, I want a cake for my we'll work on that. All right, we'll work on that. All right, I want to give a shout out to Pastor Martin. Oh my God, you rocked the house on Sunday.
Oh, she did.
Yes,
she did.
Yes,
I'm telling you, she did.
Yes, her and Casey. Let me give a shout out to Casey. Mm-hmm. Casey, you did an amazing job, and Shane.
LaShane.
Yeah, LaShane.
Yeah, on keys.
Yeah, on keys. You did an amazing job on Sunday. I can't remember the young lady that sung. Can't remember her name. But she
Oh,
didn't.
she's from Pastor Hewitt Church. That's Pastor Henry. Young Hewitt. She's Hewitt. Lady Hewitt.
Yes, okay, you did an amazing job as well. All right, so we've been.
And Uncle Simon Keys.
Oh, Uncle Sam, listen, we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, I have to talk about Uncle Sam directly. So, Uncle Sam, I pray that you're listening because I got something to say on DCM Media today. I got something to say, yes, about Uncle Sam, because you are a blessing. But we got to pay these bills around here, so we got to hear from our sponsors. So stay tuned. Hey, my brothers and sisters, some of you might not like soon come, so let me say, look more. Auntie Bear, look more. Yeah. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on, wake up. Come on, wake up.
Can't be sleeping.
Listen. Listen, I know you should already be started. Why? Because I hear the taxis, they start a little early. They start earlier than when I first started coming 5 years ago. Boy, let me tell you, I heard a taxi start at 4:30, and he had a different horn pattern. I guess this horn pattern, since I've been coming to Jamaica, I've learned what the different horns mean. Mm-hmm. The short horn, beep beep. The long horn, beep.
So the short one, beep beep.
Yeah,
it's just like looking for somebody to pick up.
All right, okay. Then the long horn, beep, like get out of my way.
Don't get in the way.
Oh, don't get it.
Not stopping. And everybody knows that.
That's the long horn.
Beep. Not stopping. I'm telling you.
Well, I heard a different horn pattern at 4:30 when I first landed. 4:30 in the morning. It wasn't a beep beep, and it wasn't a beep. It was like a beep beep. I guess that was like get up, I'm on the road. Something. It was at 4:30 in the morning.
Everyone, the bus one, boom, boom. That big one.
I said, that is a strange horn. But I want to give this shout out to Uncle Sam. These are my final words, and then you will hear of just some notices and announcements and other things that are important to DCM. All right, so Uncle Sam, all right, you are important to the kingdom. I always enjoy hearing you on keys. You've been a blessing to my life ever since I've met you, and I'm glad to call you brother. It is just an amazing of how you're able to come in and enhance the atmosphere that is present with just with what you play on your instrument. All right, we're not going to talk about the song that you sung. Not now. We'll talk about that privately. But it has been a blessing, and I always am honored when God has given me an opportunity to have a chance to play with you. No, I do not play keys. I play drums. I'm a drummer down to my core. It's all in my heart. Oh my God. And I don't get a chance to play drums as much as I desire these days, but it's always a blessing, Uncle Sam, when I have a chance to play with you. My brothers and sisters of DCM Media, it has been a blessing riding with you this morning.
Pastor Hewitt's daughter, her name is Kayla.
Kayla, girl, Kayla, yes. Woo! Yes, you blessed us. You blessed us. So it has been an amazing morning being with you all today. Please remember, we're in capital campaign season. In my final words, I want to give this announcement that some of you over the past year or two have been asking, where is the Living Word show? Where in the world is Bishop Roosevelt's show? I'm coming back. I told Reverend Fitzroy that I was coming back after I came through convention. So guess what? Get ready. I'm back. I'm coming back, buddy. Yes. Reverend Fitzroy, thank you for allowing me to have this moment and share on the morning meditation segment. But guess what? I'm coming back. So you're getting ready to hear from our commercial, and this is my sayonara. But when you come back, you're going to hear from Reverend Fitzroy. He's going to give you some very important information that you need to pay attention to. So stay right there. Stay tuned. Soon come.
But thank you so much for tuning in your Live on the Morning Meditation segment. It has been a wonderful time here with you, but you know we have to give you some community information. I want to remind the persons who are in and around the Guysville area that the Guysville CDC meet every second Tuesday at 5 p.m. at the welfare. It is important for you to go and be a part of that because you need to know what is happening in the community. On the 28th of this month, I believe, let me just double check, on the 28th of this month, let me see, is it the 28th? No, not the 28th. I think it's the 25th of this month. That's next week, Friday. We'll be having a function at church. You'll hear a lot more about that. You'll see some flyers coming out as we are going to be saying farewell to Sergeant Dakers, one who has served the community for a number of years, and we'll be saying goodbye to him. And we're looking forward for that, all right? Just want to also remind you too that our services start at 10 a.m. On Sundays. Sunday school is from 9 a.m. So send out the children, all right? Please send them out. Let's go back to the old days when parents will ensure that their children are in school, all right? So we just want to make sure that we send our children out for Sunday school. And then at 10 we have our midday service. I want to also invite you to our Bible studies, which are held on Wednesdays from 5 to 7. All right, we continue to do that. Okay, so I just want to remind you of those. Let me see. What else is happening? Well, I haven't gotten anything else. Now there are some comments here on YouTube that I would like to mention. All right, there are some comments here. I want to take those comments. All right. Okay. All right. So let me see. Okay, the camera team is working here to kind of make sure. All right, there you go. All right, thank you so much. So we have Sister Keys, and Sister Keys says, good morning, Rev and Bishop, have a blessed day. Same to you. Good morning, Sister Keys. Sister Pauline says, good morning, everyone. If you need to clean up after, we have a cleaning service too. Oh. Yes, Sister Pauline is reminding us that there is it's not the Ghostbuster, it's something under Buster, Clean Buster. I don't remember, but yeah, there is a services there that is offered from Sister Pauline. All right, and Sister Key said, yes, Bishop, you are great drummer. You are a great drummer, one of the best. Okay, all right, Sister Key is just putting the Hall of Fame right there in the drumming arena. You are one of the best. Uncle Sam says, good morning, Bishop and Rev Fitzroy. It is a pleasure having you, my Bishop, and playing alongside you on those drums. I'm awake. He says, I'm awake, Mom. Okay, all right, okay. Uncle Sam, thank you, Uncle Sam. Indeed, I'm sure the Bishop enjoys playing with you. Yes. Now it's that time of the morning when we make our way out of here, but let me just go back to the Facebook page to see who is there. Don't want to leave anybody's comment and not mention it. Vinny Phillips says, blessed be the name of the Lord. All right, thank you so much. Coming up after this show, we're going to be having the interview with Neil, and so we just don't want you to miss that interview with Neil. Okay, so Bishop R says, count me in, man that cooks. I think Bishop need to make this the first show when he returns. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to light up the world with that topic, men that cook, men that cooks. That would be a wonderful topic to start the show on, right? Consider the fact that he also has a personal food ministry. That would be a good base for his start, right? So coming up after the show, don't go, because we're going to have an interview with Mr. Neil Phillips. And Mr. Neil Phillips is the CEO of Guide Outreach, charitable organization out of Georgia, United States. So that is all we have for you this morning. And please don't know, because the interview comes up right after these messages. So soon come. Until we meet again, I'm Reverend Fitzroy, signing out of the morning meditation segment for today, February 16, 2022. But we want to remind you that we will be having an interview that you don't want to miss. So please don't go nowhere. All right? It was nice having you. Have yourself a wonderful day, and may God continue to bless and keep you as you continue to serve. Uncle Sam, Auntie Bev, and everybody, big up on yourself, and thank you guys for the support that you continue to give to this morning meditation segment. Thank you for your prayers, because let me tell you something, without your prayers, I'll never make it. I know the enemy would want to knock this station out, but I
You've just seen the morning meditation segment. Join us again tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m.
I'm Lauren Hay, CEO of Hayes Enterprise Limited and City Boss for Hay City. Hay City, the one-stop shopping center, is the most robust retail outlet in Jamaica for over 50 years. Hay Pet is our complete petrol and service station with all your spare parts, rims, tires for bikes, cars and trucks. At Hay City, we boast a large and complete hardware department from cement, steel, lumber, electrical, plumbing, tiles, doors, bathroom and household fixtures. Our farm store department has all your animal feeds, fertilizer, household and farming chemicals and all other farming supplies. At Hay City Wholesale Supermarket, we have all your food, beverages, household, haberdashery and cosmetic requirements at both wholesale and retail prices and is equipped with an internet cafe and stationery supplies. We boast a reliable money remittance through Western Union and an ATM machine to satisfy all your money transactions and bill payments. Our lounge, the Skybox Lounge, is equipped with the pool tables, ice hockey and all your gaming needs in a relaxing and cool atmosphere. Contact us at 994-318-829, fax 994-3914 or just email us at ihaylord@yahoo.com. Hay City, the one-stop shopping center.
Welcome, 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 and how are you? You're live on the morning meditation segment with me, your host, Reverend Fitzroy Williams, and it is always an honor to have you joining us here on DCM TV and also on DCM Radio. I have with me in studio today a very distinguished young man, one who has been working in different countries, in various communities, and his main function is developing, motivating young people, organization, institution, and teams to do well with helping each other. He himself has exemplifies that by becoming the founder, CEO of his organization, which is Guide Outreach. Welcome to you, Mr. Neil, and how are you today?
I'm doing very well. It's a pleasure to be here in Jamaica and also to be here with you on DCM Radio today.
It's an honor to have you. Well, charity work is not something that you find easy now, especially with, the challenges that is happening across the world. People are finding it difficult to have things for themselves, much more to give away. I can imagine that for you, this must have come with a lot of challenges, but also great reward in terms of that sense of feeling that you're helping someone.
Yes, phenomenal reward, understanding what's being done in the community. Obviously, one of the bigger challenges right now is a lot of times people are doing work in the communities without listening and understanding what exactly they need. So they come to an idea or have a perception of what may be needed within a community. We're very passionate about being directly within the community to understand exactly what they need so we can meet that need. And this helps us overcome some of the obstacles that we've been seeing due to COVID and with all that's going on right now.
Wow. Many of you probably wondering, who is this young man? Never seen him, never heard of him. Can you tell us something about Neil? Who is Neil Phillips?
Well, again, my name is Neil Phillips. I'm originally from New York, born in New York, United States. My family, my parents are born here in Jamaica, and I have a great deal of passion regarding the country. Yeah. I'm very, very excited to see what the future holds for this great country with the progress with young people and how focused they are in school. So we want to be sure to do our part, providing them with the resources, everything they need to be successful. This passion comes from my upbringing and the principles instilled within me from my parents, as well as the community. And just overall, I want people to know that they should consider me as an ally and somebody who's in their corner, who wants to understand the challenges they may be facing and providing solutions to to those challenges. So very, very passionate about our communities.
Mr. Phillips, no doubt that is a great challenge in the world. And young men, particularly, are competing on a very small scale of opportunities to shine, to be the best, to be named among the famous. Why have you gone down a path of charity? There's no fame in that.
There's no fame. There's no fame. The big thing was identifying a passion. I identified that my passion was giving back and being involved in the community, and I encourage each young person that I speak with to find that passion. But overall, for me, I'm someone that's passionate about people. I'm passionate about solving problems and coming with solutions. This is what drives me. I'm not someone that is driven by finance, but I'm someone who's driven by results and the uplifting of people. That is better pay for me than finances, than money can provide. That peace of mind and knowing that I'm doing my part in everything that I can do to instill success upon others based on what has been instilled upon me and the successes I've had. So it's very important to share that and to spread that across communities. And for me, that's more valuable than the money.
Have you always had this desire to give back, or it's something that you've discovered somewhere along the line? Is this a childhood desire, or something that you've seen, you've been inspired by somebody? How it came about?
Originally, this was not my plan. My plan was geared towards sports. I was very big on my future in sports. That took a turn. I began working in the hospital, Wellstar Hospital in Georgia, and I began working in patient transport. And I would transport patients to and from procedures, some people from near-death experiences, some people on their way out of the hospitals. And just in having conversation with these people and seeing how much the interaction or what is being said to them or just a kind word or spreading good graces, how much it meant to those people, it allowed me to open my eyes up to me being an advocate and being someone that should be there for the people and be there for the community. And I just continued to build on that from that day, and it brought me here. So community, big on community, very big on providing and giving back.
So your experience with patients, you definitely would have seen some who have had near-death experiences you alluded to, but then also you would have come across those who have spoken to you about your suffering and their hardship. I want to ask you, is it really that easy to be a giver? Is it really that difficult? Is it easy? Is it difficult?
It can be difficult, but it's more difficult based on your mindset. When you're giving with the expectation that someone is definitely going to give back, or you're giving with the expectation that you should receive praise, then it can become difficult. However, when you're giving based on passion, that's the easy part. The more difficult part is when I'm not able to do something that I want to do, or a plan within the community. I want to get back to a specific initiative, and maybe the resources aren't there at that time, and it may take a couple of weeks. That's the difficult part of giving. As far as making the decision to give, that is the very, very easy part. And I think that's something that we all have within us. It's just about gaining that understanding, having that sense of empathy, and putting yourself in someone else's shoes, and then saying whatever they're dealing with, their struggles, that can be me tomorrow, that can be my family tomorrow, and I would want somebody to help me, or I want somebody to help my family. So that's kind of what drives me in that area.
Wow. Based on your experience so far, I know we have spoken and you've worked with a number of institutions, schools, church, community clubs, just about everyone that you can get your hands on. You want to share some of those success stories with us that you've had in your experience?
Yes, one of the biggest successes, one of my proudest events was we hosted a large back to school event in Atlanta, Georgia. We were able to give away over 600 prepackaged backpacks with school supplies. We were able to do something similar here in Port Antonio, where we gave roughly 100 backpacks also with school supplies. The proudest moment, I would say, would be the awarding of a scholarship with Miss Kelsey Jones here out of Titchfield High School in Port Antonio.
Wow.
We awarded her with a scholarship that assisted her in earning her education at St. George's University in Grenada, and then also awarding a scholarship to a gentleman by the name of Leighton Leonard out of Atlanta, Georgia, who went on to Florida A&M University to study engineering. So those two are very special to me, because most times I have individual communications with people as we serve. You find out their stories, but those are individual situations where I'm able to keep in contact with them directly. You know, a lot of times you help people where you might give, and then you check back, but you may not hear from those people, which is
Okay.
somewhere where you want to continue to grow and hearing back from people.
Yes.
However, Kelsey and Leighton are two people that I'm still able to communicate with and hear how they're doing in college, and hear how they're doing in school and their grades and everything, and that makes me happy in knowing that I was able to support them or assist in supporting them on their journeys, because they've done a lot as well on their own.
Wow, that is indeed a great success story. We're going to hear more, but we're going to go for a break. And when we come back, we're going to be hearing more from Mr. Neil Phillips, founder of Guide Outreach. Soon come. Don't go nowhere.
We are the Brown family.
And we tune into DCM Radio, DCM TV, all the way from Canada. Keep watching.
Keep listening. Woohoo!
Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're live on the morning meditation segment, and I have here in the studio with me Mr. Neil Phillips. Mr. Neil Phillips is the CEO and founder of Guide Outreach, an organization, a charter organization operating out of Georgia, United States. Before we went for the break, he was sharing with us some of his success story, and that has been a great story. You know, happy to know that those young persons who have benefited from your organization stay in contact with you, and it simply means that there's no doubt that that influencing giving spirit that you have will definitely be passing on to them. Are there any other story that you would like to share with us that you've had maybe out of the United States? Well, that was what about in the United States? You have any of those memory moment that just really just blew your mind?
Well, I would say one memory moment that blew my mind. It wasn't a direct relationship with one person. However, it was just the first large financial opportunity or grant opportunity we received with Target Corporations out of Georgia. As mentioned, been working for over 4 years with just the blessings and things that have come in and people who know what we do in the community. So to have that buy-in from a large corporate organization such as Target, it lets you know that you're on the right track.
That's right.
And that the things you're doing in the community and the people that you're interacting with are really being impacted. So that was one meaningful moment that I know I can speak on off the top of my head. Another one would be we did a community food distribution drive at the start of the COVID pandemic, and we were able to award over 2,000 canned goods amongst the community. We had a lot of shortages in the grocery stores at that time, and we were able to put over 2,000 canned goods into the community directly at that time to support with some needs. So that was another big one that we're excited about.
Wow, absolutely amazing. What does the future looks like for Guide Outreach?
The future looks like continued collaboration, so continuing to connect with people such as yourself at DCM, continuing to connect with community organizations, and of course continuing to get on the ground to understand what our people need.
That's right.
We're looking to expand outside of Georgia. So we've done some projects in New Jersey, in New York in the past year. We're growing, looking to do some more work in Florida, and then working on partnerships throughout Jamaica. Of course, we have the great partnership here at DCM in the area of Guys Hill. We're expanding in Port Antonio. We've done work in Port Antonio in the past. Now we're just looking to expand across the country and help as many people as we can in Jamaica. Because while we are headquartered out of Georgia, Jamaica is the next priority in line. And we're very focused and committed to really impacting people here, shaping education, shaping the growth of young people, and really making sure that they have the tools to succeed.
That's right. Well, DCM is certainly appreciative of your partnership, and we're looking forward to working with you. And today, well, you're here in Jamaica with us, and it's going to be a remarkable time. Already we went on the street this morning and we had a wonderful interaction out there with the people on the street, and that was just a memorable moment for me, because we have had outside broadcasts, but we've never had any on that particular spot. And then what make it so more intense is the fact that we have you in our midst, and you're interacting with them. Later today, you're going to be having just a training session with our hospitality committee, and you're going to be sharing with them some of those tips that you can use to when giving, what kind of mindset to have, mentality to maintain, and stuff like that. But we really appreciate you coming here, Mr. Phillips, and to take the time, and we're looking forward for a great partnership. Already, we want to say thanks to your organization for that gift that you gave us. I think it was in November you gave us your first donation in November. A lot of students has benefited from that, and from that package that you gave us, we were able to make a contribution to an organization in a community called Bonnet. Not sure if you're familiar with that community, but it's a neighboring community. Guys Hill needs guide outreach, and particularly because Guys Hill is a rather large, compact community. It is comprised of 38 communities. It's subdivided into 38 communities, and there are different class of people living in Guys Hill. But for the most part, when you get on the street, we realize that there's a lot. In our conversation this morning, you said you realize that there's a lot of needs. Yes, there are. There are a lot of needs. What our hospitality community has done, the community you're going to be sharing with later, is that they work with the youth groups, they work with the clubs, they work with the police, they work with the schools, and all the business community, and all those organizations that has influence with people. Those are the ones that they work with. So if we get like a shipment to like barrel, we have persons who sometimes send us barrel with clothes. We tell them, just send it. We will package them, and we press them, label them, find what size they are, what color they are, what their occasion best fit for, and we'll write that on the package. So when you come and you see a bag tied, you know that this bag, okay, it's a casual wear, it's a pants, it's size 13 or whatever it is. So you already know what that is. Yes. So we make it look good. Yes. My desire, Sir Phillips, is to have a free department store at the church.
It's on the way. It's on the way. Those are things, once the goals and the ideas are in mind, and the headspace is to help other people and put them in a good position, give them resources and needs. I'm a firm believer that the man upstairs will make those types of things happen. He will make those things happen. When you're committed to work and to being a servant and to helping the people, there's no doubt that those things will come through. So we'll say that next year there will be a department store.
And this department store, all the items are there, but nothing will be sold in there. Nothing. You just come in and you, based on recommendation, because you can just walk off the street and walk into the department store. Right. The same way we have gone out on the street through these organizations and community leaders and make recommendation, you'll be sent. Yes. So if you're coming here, we know you're coming from this group, and we know you want stuff, and you take what you need. You're not going to get what you want, because that can never be satisfied.
Only what you need. And one thing I want to commend you all on is, I would say, being a one-stop shop for all of the local community organizations, and bringing them all together where they can do meaningful things through interactions with you all. So I commend you all for the presence in the community, being able to connect with the people, and taking the time to connect with the other leaders so that they can see the need and help work through meeting those needs of the people. So
absolutely,
I want to commend you all for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's very impressive, and the people need it.
Yes.
You mentioned that Guys Hill needs guide outreach, and I want to say that you all are already well in service and servicing the area, and we thank you for bringing guide outreach to the Guys Hill area to continue to do this great work. It's a pleasure. And we will continue to push forward and do great things here.
We partner also with another group, which is a very large group. They are they have more resources than all the other groups. They're called Food for the Poor, and we continue to partner with them. They're a large scale group, you know. So, but we partner with them too. December we had a thrust, and we were able to donate 74 food packages to 74 families, and that was when there was one lady who says, Rev, and she says, I never had anything for my Christmas. Thank you. I said, no, thank God and thank Food for the Poor, because they're the one. We are just like a channel for these things to pass through. But God is the master resource, you know, and He poured into the heart of Food for the Poor. They gave just like He poured into your heart. I tell you, I've been, you know, from the time we spoke and we met at the funeral, your grandfather's funeral, we met. And that's not a part of the interview. And I just sense, I see that genuineness in you. And I was taken aback to say, well, you know, he's so young. What would propel him to want to be giving to people like that? Young men his age are not in the mood of giving; they're in the mood of receiving.
Yes, yes. That a lot of times that is the case. So. That's one of those things where, again, you have to come with a certain level of empathy as people, whether you're giving or not. There has to be a certain level of understanding as to what people are going through, why things are happening. And when you understand the what's and the whys, then you can provide the new opportunity. So as far as my headspace, I want to encourage young people around my age. For those of you who may not know, I'm 26 years old, so I'll be 27 this year.
Yeah. Happy birthday when it comes, bro.
Thank you. I just want to encourage them to, for one, identify passions, but then think about, again, what you would want to do, what you would want someone to do if this was your sister, or if this was your mother. And the biggest thing to keep in mind is just, we talked a little bit about continuous learning. You have to continue to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself on what's going on in your neighborhood, what's going on in your community, where can we be doing better.
That's right.
And understanding that the youth are the future. So while I'm 26 years old, I'm a part of the future, but there's people younger than us that need the guidance from us. They need the guidance from someone that's my age or someone a bit older than me or a bit younger. So we need guidance on all levels. So I just encourage people my age, continue to identify your passions. I give back through giving resources and opportunities through a nonprofit. Anybody can give back. Someone can give back just by talking to someone that they haven't seen that hasn't talked to anybody in weeks. Somebody can give back by checking in on that one person every day. Someone can check in just by buying a meal for somebody or by lending a water. It's different for every person. So I just encourage everyone to identify your strengths, identify your areas of passion and opportunity, and see where you can step in and lend a hand. So that's what I would say to young people my age.
That is great encouragement. And with that said, I don't think I need to say anything further. Mr. Phillips, we want to thank you so much for coming to the studio of Disciples Covenant Ministries. And thank you for the partnership. And we're looking forward to see you. And I know that you'll make yourself available in the future for further encouragement and talks with our young people. This has been a wonderful time. And I want to thank you so much for being here.
Thank you to you. Thank you to DCM. Thank you to DCM TV and radio. I appreciate you for having us. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
All right.
That's all we have for this interview. And join us again. You never know who is it that we're going to be talking with. Until we meet again, this is Reverend Fitzroy Williams. Have yourself a wonderful day.